Okay, just got off. Now, a high yoga empath is a mirror, a human mirror. That's why we think in a way like every time somebody does something, we're like, well, how would you feel if this was done to you? Or blah, 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 blah. And it's always a thing when we get offended. We ask this person this, we ask this person that. How would you feel? Flip it around. A lot of people who don't automatically think like that, I can't be around. I just don't. I automatically, the respect kind of, well, first I try to show people, but then it's like the way I am now, people just have to automatically think like that or they can't be around me. It's just going to be basic conversations and that's it. I don't want nobody around me that treats people in a way that they don't want to be treated. I want somebody that already gets it. So, like I said, it is what it is. Anyway, I want to talk about a lot of these messages and a lot of these tarot readings that I have been getting. Now, I told you guys before the reason why a lot of people who have been wronged or mistreated or laughed at and casted out or left for dead or betrayed or just in general, to a certain extent, I react or whatever in a certain type of way, like an irritated certain type of way when I have to deal with silly, ignorant people. But it's like, in a way, it's because that's happened to me so much. It's like, because it's happened to me so much, I don't even look at it in a way like it's me. I look at it in a way it's other people. I just know a lot of people have issues or whatever. And I hate to keep on bringing up that ignorant ass guy that stayed by me. And them, not all of them guys are stupid or ignorant. Just one of them stand out the most. He probably not the only one that laughed, but he stand out the most because it's like I said, they laugh will hurt you or whatever. It's that stupid and ignorant. If I could describe that laugh, it's like, I don't even know how to, it's just annoys me. It's kind of like oh man, nah. It's like, it's just real ignorant. So anyway, and like I said, I don't care about that laughing and ignorant. I just don't want to direct it at me, and I don't want to hear it if it's directed at me by my window. That's all I ask. But anyway, like I was saying, we show people through examples, and it may sound elementary and it may sound like I'm nagging and stuff, but we show people through examples what it feels like or whatever to be picked on or whatever, or talked about or whatever it is, or whatever by a big group of people. For example, like I showed you with Hazel. Now, Hazel played the role of an empath on Love and Hip Hop. She was nice. She was down for Bird. He saw her as weak, regardless of how he looked at her, regardless of how, if he said he wasn't attracted to her or something, because I don't know, whatever reason. But, and I'm not talking about that transgender agenda right now. But he said he wasn't attracted to her for whatever reason. But what he should have been attracted to was her loyalty or whatever. That's what he should have if he was a real dude. But instead, it's like he dogged her out with Mazika. And look what happened with Mazika. Mazika, like I said, I can't be around people like that. At first, I thought that she was cute or whatever in a way, like, those little sassy comments with silly women on the show. Then I was like, as I started looking at what she did to Hazel and stuff and just started looking, I was like, and then it's like I kind of went back and forth with a lot. Then I can't be around certain women like that. Those run me my money, try to get with a rich baller to take care of you type of women. I can't be around Jezebel spirits like that, as you can say. So you see how Hazel was a good friend to Tierra. She had her back no matter what. Even when Ray J clowned her, she had her back. When Hazel was going through it and she was being humiliated or whatever by that clown dude, Bird, it's like Tierra saw Hazel was kind of like in stress, and she was like, I need help, or she was like, I need advice and I don't know what to do. She needed somebody, a listening ear. She, more than that, she just wanted a friend or whatever. But Tierra took that time to backstab her and get on the bus with when she saw Mazika after her, when she saw just every which way. It's like she just took a chance to jump on. Same thing with those guys or whatever, Safari, A1, and Ray J. They saw Hazel or whatever had been dogged out by her, even though she was a good person. And out of all the girls on the show, they could have did that too, which they should have did it to somebody like Mazika, because you see her character or whatever, trifling to, whatever she did with Hazel's man or whatever. And she knew how Hazel felt about him. But it is what it is, whatever. But they took the time to take jabs at Hazel. Why you would do that to somebody like that, seeing her character, it's like the only reason why you would do that is not because she weak, but because it's just think about the character you have to jump on the bandwagon against somebody like that, but not do that to an evil person. So anyway, when they did that or whatever, and they jumped on the bandwagon and made a joke. Okay, the loser gets to work with Hazel, and they're not even their music isn't even just all that. Rachel had what, like 2 hits or something, 3 hits, and the rest of the music is never mind. But in general, it's like they just took that moment to kind of like try to tear her down, and then finally you see how she acts now. She's more, people look at her as being stuck up, but it's not stuck up. It's like they're looking at her in a certain type of way because they can't come at her like that no more. When she was nice, when she was considerate, when she had people back, when she was that down girl, it's like everybody just kind of overlooked her and was like, and took and threw jabs. Now that she be talking about, oh, I got this and I got that, then people still gonna talk. That's why I said people who hate on people, empaths, whatever, or jealousy or whatever, they're gonna hate on you if you nice, and they're gonna hate on you if you confident. So it is what it is. That's why I always tell people you have to really, really watch what you do. Now that's just Hazel, whatever. Now imagine, I'm sorry, that's Hazel. And then you saw how they treated her and the karma they got. Tierra got used and thrown away by Bird. Then she got used by another guy and played by, when he was dating 3 women or whatever, and it's like now she's just a laughing joke. Just how she joined in to try to do Hazel, she's the laughing joke or whatever. And Maziko or whatever, she went and got played by Bird, and then now she just a baby mama with a to Fetty Wap, and she just has that gold digger reputation, trifling reputation. And it's just in general, it's like all the people that did it wrong. Didn't Bird get beat up or something, jumped or knocked out or something on YouTube? But in general, it's like people just they don't. It's not that they don't think about how they would feel if something was done to them. Now that I'm awake and I just realize people don't give a if or whatever. People don't give a if I saw something like that, this is how I am and how I think is a true chosen person of God. If I saw something like that and I was in the midst and I saw them doing it to Hazel, I'd be like, y'all know y'all wrong, and check each one of them. You gonna do that to her, and then Hazel, blah, 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 and this and that, and your friend had your back with Ray. Just in general, check people. But it's like, it's one empath around a bunch of narcs or whatever. So it's hard. It's like when you keep going this and this and defending yourself, people just look at you like you're just, hey, I'm the victim and whatever, when it's really not. You're just surrounded by a bunch of devils or whatever, and it's like you trying to explain to them why they're a devil or whatever. Basically, when you explain it to a person why they're doing something manipulative or evil, it's like you're explaining to them that they're a devil. And I think devils, now that I'm awake, and they like to play off it. Nigga, it's like, and I hate to talk in a slang where, good and god darn well that if people gathered around and was plotting on your demise or talking about you or laughing at you, do you know how you would feel? So why would you do that to somebody else? And then the people that be talking, the people that talk about you or whatever and try to throw jabs and this and that, be people that don't even have their shit together. Like I said before, and I heard that ignorant laugh this morning or whatever. Whenever I hear that ignorant laugh, most of the time before I post in the morning or whatever, I'll hear that laugh, and then later I'll look at my views and I realize they took the views away. I was like, oh, okay, so they just be monitoring with the guys where I stay at. I'm like, they're monitoring my channel or whatever, and as soon as the views go, I hear a loud laugh. But it wouldn't be funny though if while you selling drugs and hustling and stuff, if somebody come in your house and steal a crack rock or two every morning. That wouldn't be funny. Or let me not say the wrong thing or whatever, and it's not the wrong thing. Let me not just say anything crazy, because it's like other people that may do that. I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm just trying to, and I can hit some low blows just like everybody else. So we'll just say that. But in general, all I want to say is that as a Hayoka, as a human mirror, people don't think before they do stuff, people don't care the way they treat other people. And most of the time, evil people don't fuck and bully with other evil people or whatever. It always got to be somebody that they see kind-hearted, and it's not that the person is weak. It's just that the person has a kind, loving, God-like spirit. But when people finally get tired of it, get tired of getting stepped on by the wrong people, be tired of the butt of people jokes or whatever, and just it's like you push a person into a corner, and when a person doesn't want to be backed into a corner, what do? They come swinging out. And not saying I'm gonna put my hands on people, but it's just because that'll never happen. But it's just like people always have to remember this, and I'm trying not to make this too long. You always have to remember that God sees everything. Remember, what was that comedian? that it's somebody that said something about like, I can see you, nigga, or whatever on some show. I don't know what it was, but it was like, nigga, I can see you. That's why I try to tell people, God can see you. Even if you don't believe in God, you don't see God, you don't hear God around you as actual voice, he's watching and controlling everything in the universe. So you have to remember that God sees you. They keep talking about a tower is coming, a tower is coming. These people who have wronged you is coming, it's coming. And I'm like, how do I say it? Because it's not like I'm sitting around waiting for people karma, but it's just like, it's been a whole year since all that stuff happened with the game stalking and stuff like that, and some of them still are ignorant enough to do it. Every time I walk in, a white car pull in or a car pull, it's just silly. But I'm kind of at the point now where it's like, enough warnings have been made. Enough time has been given for these people to stop. Even with controlling the channel, taking the views, whatever the fuck they're doing or whatever, trying to make you invisible, whatever they're doing. It's like enough time has been given for them to stop. Enough time has been given for them to turn away from their wicked ways, for them to stop. I don't even care about the karma for what the person did with betrayal. It's just the gang stalking and the magic and stuff. Enough time has been given, and now I just feel like the only thing that these people that you can do is death. That's just my opinion. For family and not family, just regular people, but family like people who have really, really wronged you and did magic against you. Gang stalkers, they deserve death or whatever. People who trying to stop your channel, stop your messages from getting out, whatever the hell they're doing. It's like enough time has been given, and I'm not the Most High, so I can't, snap my fingers and they die. But it's just like when a real, true, chosen one has had enough and finally fed up with the situation and crying out to God, this needs to stop. It's time for justice to be served. Then it's like, I'm just being honest. It's like justice, and you can't rush God, but it's like, I know if I'm fed up, I know the Most High is fed up. Because as an empath, I can forgive over and over and over again, explain warnings, patience, not do any magic back, not do anything. But you see what they're doing or whatever with my channel. It's like, all the money blocking spills, whatever they're doing with those little porn links or whatever to control the views and stuff like that, and trying to just whatever they're doing, it's like really fucking annoying. So that's all I'm saying or whatever. It's just, I'm sorry, it's like a car just sitting in front of me with the headlights on. So annoying. But anyway, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like enough time has been given for them to turn away from their wicked ways. And since they're not listening, I feel like punishment needs to come right away. Anybody who thinks it's a game, anybody trying to stop the messages from getting out that God has sent to me to put out there, anybody that's controlling the views, retracting them, not letting them all show up or whatever, just constantly just whatever, doing digs, death magic, all that stuff, it needs to stop. So I just wanted to say that or whatever. I'm trying to hurry up and get home.